Hey everyone, it's Allison. Oh, it would help if I had my face on. Morning everyone. It is Sunday and I'd like to welcome you to my live. My name is Alison Solvin and I am a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, BC. My uh, blog and my page is Stamp Crazy with Alison. So good morning. Good morning, Keisha. Another beautiful day on the West Coast we've got going here. And hopefully you can hear me. You'll let me know if I can't. You can't hear me. You're good at that. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I've got that on so I can see the comments. There we go. We'll just wait for a few more people popping on. We're going to be using a let me just do a split screen. We're going to be doing a fun card using the Santa's Express suite of products. Hi Mo, how are ya? We were just saying how beautiful it is here, although we're expecting a week of heat, but no complaints. Okay, we'll just make sure a few more people can find us and then we'll get started. I love this cute little stamp set in dies. Hi Diane, good morning. Good morning from Ladner. Okay, I will just pop over and make sure that I am live on my iPad, which is where I can see what you guys are saying. So I accidentally put that I'd be live in 15 minutes for a 9 o'clock start, which of course was wrong. So I had to fix that. Morning, morning, Elaine. Good morning, Jacqueline. Yeah, it's not too hot right now, Keisha. It's going to warm up. They said, but it's beautiful. I think like 20 degrees a little bit earlier, but it's going up to like, I don't know, high 20s or something. All right, so let's get started because we've got quite a few of you popping on. So like I said, we are going to use the Santa's Delivery stamp set and the coordinating dies. Now let me just show you the suite. Here it is. So we've got the Santa's Express. And it's got quite a few products part of that suite. So we do have the stamp set, which we just talked about. We also have a coordinating die set. So you can cut out the trains. Let me bring this in. Make sure I'm in here. Yeah, there we go. So that die set cuts out the trains. Also cuts out the trains from the designer series paper, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Cuts out the penguin and the tree and the presents. Cuts out the signpost and the little puffs of smoke. It cuts out these stars. It's also got a track, like a little railroad track, which we're going to be using today, so I can show you how that looks. And cuts out the candy canes. So I think that's about it. Although, yep, I think that's it. And then, of course, the words you can cut out with any of our great die cuts that we've got, circles or banners or whatever you prefer. Okay, I forgot to pull this actually, but it comes, part of the suite is these charming landscape embossing folders. We're not going to use those today, but those are really cute and you might have missed them because they're kind of tucked in here. Okay, so make sure you have a checkout of that. We've got this fabulous ribbon. This is iridescent ribbon. Isn't it pretty? It's got like little fuzzies, but it's also like mother of pearl iridescent, which is kind of cool. I think that's 10 yards of that. Yeah. The adhesive back stars. I don't have those for some reason. I must have forgotten to order them. And then it's a huge suite. You've also got the Memories and More card pack. And we've got the Memories and More cards and envelopes, which I'm going to show you. And then we've got the Santa Express Designer Series paper. So let me show you what that looks like. Grab the paper. I've used one of the sheets so much that I've only got a little drab left here at the end. This is one of the, it cuts out the little train part, the caboose. But I love this side, the ho, ho, ho side. And then here's the other designs. We've got Santa. We've got presents. Oops, we got trees. I love this one. Isn't that pretty? I think that one's really pretty. gosh, these are all upside down. Love this. Look at this one. You can cut this into 4s and then cut it again in half. And you've got this fabulous pre-done background for anything that you want to do. And you can just put some, put the penguin on there, or the candy canes, or the presents. And then, oh, that's the same sheet. Okay. And then on the other side, we've got stripes and stars and dots and other fun things. Okay. Now, let's look at these. These are the Memory and More cards. Hi, Jan. How are you today? No humidity in Toronto? Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Did you have a thunderstorm to break it all up? When I was a kid, I used to hate thunderstorms, and I'm glad that I live in an area of the country where we don't get thunderstorms. Very rarely. Well, in the interior and stuff, but not in the lower mainland. And I'm grateful for that. But it does break up the humidity, or it used to when I was a kid. You'd have a thunderstorm, and you'd be grateful because it would somehow break that humidity up. All right, so you get, look at this. You're going to get, let me double check so I don't tie the wrong thing. We're going to get 54 double-sided cards. So you're going to get some in the 3x4 and some in the 4x6. You're also going to get sticker sheets and acetate overlays and 2 laser cut sheets. Oh, I should have opened this earlier. What fun. Okay. So check this out. You get 2 of each. So there's the front, right? But you get it back. So you can use either side. Okay. So really fun. Oh, you get more than that. Oh, look, you get a lot of these ones. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so you're getting, make sure I've got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you get 6. So it's a bit different. Used to be you got 2, but now you're getting 6. That's even better. You can make 6 cards. That's cool. Or use them, of course, for memory keeping, right? With one of our memory albums. But I like to just use them as cards because they're already pre-done for you. So you can't get much easier than that. So then we've got these ones. And then the opposite side has joy, peace, and love. I love these. I should have opened these earlier. We're not using them today, but I'm going to use them in the future for sure. I like this one because you can write on it, which is kind of cool if you're doing a memory. Look at this. Isn't that cute? And you could use these individually. C is for Christmas. Cut them and then move them around like that. Then we've got another one where you can write on. So you could write on some of the things that you served at a Christmas party, or what the kids want for Christmas, that kind of thing. And we've got Santa on the other side. So they've given you quite a few. This is different. In the past, they've given you 2 of each, but I like that you get a lot of these because the sides are really fun. Look at this. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Isn't that cute? Love those. Good morning, Carol. How are you doing? And then we've got the bigger version. Now, looks like there's 3 of each of these. So that's one side. And then we've got the dots on the other. Oh, isn't this fun? I like this one. I like the colors in this one. So that's the other side. Really cute. Sometimes these things get lost in a catalog, or people think, oh, well, why would I use those? I'm a card maker. I can't use those. But you really can. These are great for cards. That's cute, eh? Oh, what fun. With Santa and Mrs. Claus. That's the other side. We've got the candy canes. Oh, I like this one. Wouldn't that be really cute for kids to write on? You can put it in your memory. Ooh, love this one too. Let it snow. That's really pretty. This is a great one actually to use as your card base, right? You could, if you wanted a standard size card, you could just cut it down a titch and then put your other pieces on. Love that. And that's pretty on the other side too. Love that. Okay, now here's where the fun starts. You get these sticker sheets. So let's have a look at those. So we've got the days of the month, so 1 through 31, which is really nice if you're doing an album or an advent calendar. You could do, right? So you get 2 sticker sheets. Those are fun. Then you get these onlays. Oh, those are fun. Ho ho ho, and some snowflakes. Love that. Okay. Oh, and one more. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Love that. Oh, one more. Sorry. Merry and bright. Okay. So let's look at this. Oh, these are like balsa wood almost. They're words. Oh my gosh. Merry Christmas, celebrate, ho ho ho, Santa, Noel, joy, and snow. And then you've got the little snowflakes. And then holidays, holly jolly, happy, peace, winter, wonderland. Isn't that pretty? So then you just punch these out and then you can color them with, if you want, with Stampin' Blends, or just leave them like that. So glad we opened this pack so that you guys could see what was in it. Isn't that a great set? I know, Jan. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to use them now. They would make nice gift cards, Diane. That's a really good idea, actually. Like that idea. Super cute. Okay, so those are the Memory and More cards, and it seems like we should call it Memories and More cards and a whole bunch of stuff. Now, the other thing is the Memories and More cards and envelopes. So you get, let's see, I think it's 20. So you're going to get 20 of each. Okay, so let me show you what those look like. Let me grab one. So you got, here's the card base, and you can see that if you wanted to use those larger pieces, look at that, they fit right on there. And how easy would this be to just decorate with some of the train pieces or the penguins dancing or whatever you wanted to do. Isn't that great? So that's one of the cards. And then it comes with matching envelopes because they are a bit larger. These are, I think, 6 1/4 inches. So let's see. 6 1/4, yeah. So it wouldn't fit in a standard envelope, but luckily you get envelopes. Isn't that great? And so that's one. So you get 10 of those. And you get 10. Let me just grab the other pattern here. We're actually going to be using it in our card today. Grab it out of here. Come on. Here's the envelope. Isn't that fun? I like that. And then check this. Oh, this is cute. There's the other one. That's sweet. Love that. So they've got the green and then, or the red, whichever you prefer. And what I really like is you could use either side of this card, right? You could use this side or you could use this side. And let me just grab, look at that. And if you put something under it, would be really cool. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's really fun. Anyway, hopefully you'll have a look at those in the catalog. If you've missed them, then you'll be able to see them. So let's get started. Let's make a card, shall we? So I am going to use one of these cards from the Memories and More cards and envelopes. I'm not sure which side I'm going to use actually, because my original was using the green set and I wanted to use this set. Anyway, let's just see. I was going to use a piece of balmy blue, which I think works on that. I think I will do that. I think I'll use the polka dot side. Now, I wanted to use this paper. Have you guys seen this? It's like flocked paper. Let me grab it to show you the design. You get 6 sheets. It goes a long way. It's called Snowflake Specialty Vellum. It's 12 by 12. And you get 3 sheets, like with a design that's, let me just move this, that are silver embossed. Okay, ooh, can you see that? So we got these kind of dots, and we've got these snowflakes, and then this is a different kind of snowflake. Okay, so you get 3 of those in the silver embossed, and the same patterns you're going to get in the white flock embossed. Okay, so you can see those. All right, very pretty. Those would be really pretty on any of those cards. So check that out. I've gone ahead and cut the white flocked one that's, it looks like snowflakes or snowflakes coming down. Hi, Donna. You can always rewind and watch, but this is a really fun. You'll want to go back and look at the designs in the Memories and More cards. It's so simple to make. Look how many cards you can make with that. Easy. All right, so I've got the balmy blue and I've got the white flocked snowflakes. Okay, I'm going to glue these together. I have found that if I use my paper pumpkin glue dots, which are flat, much easier, and you can't see it. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, my nose is itching. I'm gonna use, see these larger dots? If I put them on the back of those, that'll be enough to hold it into place. So let's do that. I don't need a lot. And I could put them on the smaller ones. I just don't think you're going to see these. They're flat and they're almost invisible. Plus, when you get all the other stuff on here, you won't see them, right? So we just want to keep that from go. And there. I think that's enough. Well, maybe one more up there. Do you guys, this is my favorite. Well, I love paper pumpkin, but this is one of my favorite things from a paper pumpkin. I keep them. Wish they sold them, but we don't. Even though I think we've all suggested it 100 times, but oh well. Anybody got any questions? Hi, Marjorie. Yeah, I love this vellum. Isn't it cool? I know, it's gorgeous. It really is stunning. And you get a lot of it. So I've cut this down because that's weird, that weird front size of the card, right? It's a larger space to work with. So I've had to cut this to a shape that normally we wouldn't do. I'm just going to measure it for you just to see. I think it's 3 3/4 by 5.5 by 3 3/4. Yeah. So that's what it, we'll make sure we're going the right way here. Yeah. So that's what it's going to look like. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see those? And they're raised, right? It's like fluff. Kind of cute. Okay. Next up, let's cut some shapes. So remember the designer series paper that I showed you earlier? We've got these 2 pre-printed shapes, which are really cute. I also noticed when we're going through that little kit, I think you get even, I don't know, that might be larger. That one's larger than this one. Okay, so that won't work, but these work great. Plus, of course, you can stamp. Just stamp them. And if you stamp them, you can fill this up with the penguins and the treats and the gifts and so on. So that's kind of fun. But we're going to just do a simple one using the pre-printed ones. So we're going to grab those die cuts. Oops, it's the wrong one. Going on here. There we go. So there we go. You know me and my eye. You all know me well enough to know that I have to tape it down because I've got that crazy eye. We've got our Santa. Oops. Hope if he was going the right way. So cute. I love the colors in this. You know, I like brighter colors. I know they're not really traditional colors, but the red is. But I love the pinks and the greens. It's just, I like it. I think it's kind of fun and fresh and different. Ooh, I'm going to need another piece of tape. Anybody else joined us? Can't see. Well, I think we're all got everybody, I think. Okay. So we've got those that we're going to cut out. What else? Oh, we're going to cut out. Remember I was telling you that we've got a railroad track. So I've got some basic black. We're just going to cut out 2 of those with that. And then I've got gray granite and smoky slate. And I just want to cut out some of these fun smoke piece, smoke. What am I trying to say? Yeah, smoke. What I'm going to do though, you guys, is I want to use a combination. So I'm going to cut them out of both colors at the same time. Then I'll just have extras to use later. So I wanted to use not all gray and not all dark, like not all smoky, not all gray. Okay. So that's basically what we're cutting out to start with. So let's do that first. So all of that can be cut with our Baby Boss. And remember, I use plate 3. That's the light gray one. And a clear plate. That's number 2. And then just stick these guys on here. So that one's like that. And that one's like that. Okay. And then we've got a clear plate that we're putting on top, just like that. Did you get, oh, Carol, did you get the Memories of More pack? I just opened it live today. I hadn't opened it yet. I'm kind of ashamed to say, but I think it's going to make fabulous cards real quick too. So then we can just push these out, and we've got those. Santa. We've got our little caboose. Remember when the trains would go by and you'd watch for the caboose because you knew it was the end of the train? Well, now they don't even have cabooses. And then they just put those engines in the middle and the train goes on forever. We have a train, a couple of trains that run a ways away from us. However, one, you have to wait for it to go so you can get to Costco. And the other one, you have to wait so you can get to the highway. And it never fails. We're always like, oh my gosh, don't let there be a train. Don't let there be a train. And inevitably, there's always a train. So you sit there forever. You guys have that? You probably live in a modern world where they actually have, you know, overpasses where you can go over the train tracks. Well, not in New West where I live. They don't. They do not. Okay. Oops. I'm going to just give this a little trim so I think I can cut my smoke at the same time. I used to have to pick my son up years ago when he worked for the municipality, cut grass in the summer when he wasn't in university, and I'd have to cross the tracks to get him. And I used to be able to time it because I think he came like at 5 to 3 or something, and he got off work at like 3 o'clock. So best to be on the other side waiting than on the wrong side of the tracks. All right. I'm gonna make sure I collect up all my bits. I told you my sad story that I've lost a die. Although I took my garbage apart and I didn't take it apart, but I took a box and took all my recyclable and went through every single piece looking for it, and no luck. It will show up if I order a new one. So I'm determined that I'm not going to order a new one because it will show up, right? Because it always does. It's like Murphy's Law. So you see we've got some dark ones and some light ones. So I'll just I'll use a few of each. Okay. That's all for now. I think I can go ahead and start putting this together. So let's bring in our piece. So we've got this piece, and let's just glue this down. Let's not do anything fancy with that. Oh yeah, Donna, you would know. You know exactly, right? Down by Braid there. Ugh, man, drives me nuts. Oop, make sure we're opening the right way. Like I said, that would be sad if everything was going the wrong way. Okay, we got that down. Now, oh, I didn't want to do that, but that's okay. I can compromise. I can fix it. I actually wanted to cut these before I did that, but that's okay. The first thing I'm going to do is just glue these together. So making like a little joint. Okay, so we've got, I'm going to do it like this. There we go. So a hidden joint there, and that glue will dry, okay? And then I want to cut this to the length of this, which we said was 5.5, I think, right? I think that's what we said. I'm gonna need my cutter. Normally I would stick it down and then just trim off the edge by hand, but I made a mistake, so it's all fixable. Now, whenever you're cutting something with a saw, you always want to make sure, what is it? Measure twice, cut once. So that's 5.5. So let's do 5.5. Should be okay. So now I've made my track so it's as long as my piece here. Okay. So we can go ahead and glue that down. Dots. I'm just putting little dots of glue. Just kind of spreading it out lightly. Here we go. Oop. And I want my track to be kind of down here. All right. There we go. Okay. So now we've got our train track. Let's put our train on the track. So here we go. We're going to be putting our little Santa and his little caboose on the track. Okay. Now these ones I think are nicer when they're popped up. So let's grab some dimensionals and do that. It's a pretty simple card to do. Like I said, you could use the stamps and color them with your blends or your markers or your inks. That works obviously just as well. And of course, the dies work with the stamps too, not just with the DSP. I think this was kind of a brilliant thing that Stampin' Up! Started quite a few years ago. I'm going to say 6 or 7 years ago, where a lot of the designer series paper works with the dies, right? How before we saw that. Now I just want to make sure I'm kind of, that looks good. So we'll put our little wheels on the track. And we'll put our Santa on the track, pulling the train. Oh, it would help if it was, there we go. Just lining those up as best you can, right? Won't be too crazy. Isn't that cute so far? How easy is that? So cute. And lots of kids love trains, right? My kids love trains. So it'd be a cute card to give to a boy or girl who likes trains. Okay, so I think we can pop up the smoke, but I think I'm going to need smaller dimensionals for that. So let me look through my little stuff here, get my little guys. So I'm going to start with the gray granite and a puff of smoke, and then we've got our smoky slate. That could be basic gray, actually. I just grabbed my gray. Sometimes they look similar to me. I can't tell. Oop. And we've got one more here. So here's Santa just barreling down the tracks, and the smoke's coming out of his smokestack. All right. It's so cute, you guys, isn't it? It's really cute. I hear the train going into Robert's Bank every day. Oh, do ya, Diane? Yeah, we can, at night, if I'm not asleep, like if I wake up in the middle of the night for some reason, I can hear the trains down at the quay, which is the waterfront here. And, but if I'm asleep, I can't hear it. It doesn't wake me, but I'd hate to live down there. I had a friend who just bought a condo down there, and I said, you do know there's a train, right? And it runs at midnight and 3 a.m. Oh yeah, but you get used to it. And I thought, okay, not for me. Look at this is that fabulous ribbon that we talked about, right? I wanted to just decorate it a bit like that. So I'm going to grab my tear and tape, and I'm just going to make sure I've got it long enough. But I also think it's too wide. I think it's too wide. Yeah, it's too wide. So I'm going to take my scissors that are not my good scissors. I keep a pair here just to do stuff like this, right? Where I'm not using my good scissors to cut things. And I'm just cutting that in half. So I've got a piece that's wide enough that I can get my ribbon to stick, but it's not too wide. Okay, so do that. There we go. And let's remove this. Oop, have I got it? No. Sometimes you have to burnish it, right? Especially since I've kind of compromised it a bit by cutting it in half. There we go. Grab that. And then I want to just measure that, glue that down, and then I can use my scissors, my good scissors, cut that off. There we go. I just wanted to add a little bit of sparkle and interest. So we just got that across our little caboose. Oop. I'm out of frame. Sorry, guys. All right. We need a saying. So let's grab I've got a piece here of, I think this is Blushing Bride, and it goes with those colors, right? I'll put something on there I don't want. Probably my dog's hair. Okay. Let's grab the fantastic embossing accessories kit. And I want to use the embossing buddy. I want to just take all those oils off. Just a reminder, if you're watching me from the US, my border buddy, Patsy Waggoner at Stamps to Die For, she lives in Minnesota, and she'd be happy to help you with anything that you need from Stampin' Up. So we're just going to ink up Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And I'm going to use black. Yeah. Oh, Donna's just saying her sister lives down at the Key. And I actually think the SkyTrain noise would be, just the wheels. I know that occasionally, once a year or something, they do, what do they call it? Maintenance, where they kind of clean it up. I think you can get used to any noise. My daughter lives in Toronto, and starting at about, 5 in the morning or something, the GO train goes by on its way to Union Station. And honestly, if I'm asleep, I don't hear it. If you're awake, of course you're going to hear it, right? But I agree. I think you can get used to anything, really. Oh, let me grab those tweezers because I don't want to burn my hand. Okay. I'm just going to give that a flick. All right. I think that's done. That looks right. Fingers crossed. All right, now, the fabulous die set, Stylish Shapes, which comes with circles and squares and these fantastic banners. I should have the rest of them sitting here, but I don't. But anyway, we've used it a lot in other cards. Now, this one here, I could just use it like that, but I actually want to make a smaller banner. So I'm going to grab my tape because there's no way I can do this without my tape. So I'm going to just line this up like so. And just tape that down. Okay, so you can see that. Okay. Then we'll grab our little baby boss. And run that through. Okay. So we end up with something that looks like that. But I don't want something that looks like that. I want it to be shorter. So what you do is I'm going to line this up because I want this banner to be shorter. And when you move this around, you can actually feel it catch in the holes that have already been cut. Okay, so you can feel that it's set in that. And we're going to cut off the end and make it a shorter banner. You can actually do it to make a longer banner too if you wanted. Oh, that's a cute little end that I ended up with. And there we go. We have a short banner. Is that cool? Super easy. I'm sure you guys have all seen that before, but in case you haven't, I'm going to show you a little trick. All right, so let's grab that and let's pop this up. And we'll just put it here. There we go. So there's our card. Isn't that cute? Really simple. So that's the one that's got the red on one side and the polka dots on this side. And then you've got your matching envelope, which is great, big enough. Put that in. And the one I made yesterday as my sample was this one. So that's the green one. And let me grab the envelope for that. Oh, got all this stuff. Clear all this stuff out of the way. Okay, so here we go. So there's the green and the red. Oops, bring that down. Bring that over so you can see it. Aren't they cute? And really, really simple. And actually, I'm looking at that Santa beard, and I'm thinking about Diane Ruggles, who is on this call. Let's add some Winkostella to Santa's beard and his mustache and his eyebrows. So I think that would be cute. Sometimes you can't see it on the camera, but trust me, it's there we go. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know, but if you put some Winkostella just on his beard there. Look at these guys having a grand old time. The reindeer. So I chose 2 different cabooses. Okay. So that's our card for today. Now let me tell you what I've got coming. Oh, sun prints. Sun prints. Check out my blog yesterday and last Saturday. Every Saturday I post a card using products from the free PDF that Patsy Waggoner and I send to our customers when they make a purchase. And for August, we chose Sun Prints, which is from the annual catalog. So have a look over there. Also run a class on it. You like the green version too? Thanks, Janet. I didn't see you pop on there, Janet. Hi. You're so welcome, Jacqueline. You're so sweet to me. Okay, so really super cute. I don't know which one I like better. I think they're both good. I think they're both cute. All right. So you'll be able to go back and watch the replay. And if you go over to my YouTube when I'm done, you'll be able to see the list of products that we used today. Okay. Any other questions? I don't think so. I think we're all good. Well, we're a little over today. I like to go half an hour, but we're just a few minutes over. Probably because we went through all those fabulous cards. If you guys joined late, please make sure that you go back and watch the beginning because you're going to see all these fantastic memory and more cards and what you get in that pack. You won't believe it. And it's, gosh, what's the price? I think the price is like, where is my catalog? You get all of those. And those onlays and the stickers and all sorts of things. You get that for $15. No, $16.50. And there's 54 of them. So, what a fast and simple way to create some Christmas cards. Real cute and real fast. Okay. Especially if you have to make a lot, right? Okay, you guys. I'll see you again on Wednesday at my regular scheduled time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific time. Okay. Yes, Marjorie, if you don't get anything else, you can make so many fabulous cards just by getting the memories and more, and then get the cards and envelopes to match, right? Because then you've got everything you need to create cards. All right. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Hope you get some creative time in this week, and I'll talk to you then.